Welcome to
Hey,
Presidency.
what's up? What's up?
And I
What's
talk
up? How you
I
doing?
talk about so many different things
How
with
you
you in
been?
life, and today is
What's
also
going on?
good. All you beautiful
What's
people in
good?
the storyline.
Are you
Please
getting it
subscribe
in?
and check me out.
Somebody
Leave a
getting it
whole
for
bunch
you?
of reviews and welcome
What's
to the
going
Gateway of
on,
Clubhouse.
people?
Follow me on Instagram to see my
Subscribe to my
latest.
channel. Okay, here we go. Caitlyn Jenner admit she was wrong about Trump. People still aren't satisfied. I want to share this story with you in reference to Caitlyn Jenner. Now, this is being reported as of, give me a second, this is being reported as of October the 26th on a Friday, so it just come out and stuff. And basically, I want to share this story with you in reference to Caitlyn Jenner. Now, Caitlyn Jenner appeared on Jimmy Kimmel Live on July, basically that's something else. Caitlyn Jenner transitioned. The LGBTQ community was outraged when she said that she would continue voting for Republicans and threw her support behind Donald Trump presidential candidacy. As the Trump presidency has won on, Jenner's enthusiasm for the administration was waned. She blasted the president and attacked on trans people during a speech in the UK Parliament and apologized for wearing a MAGA hat, Make America Great Again hat. Now, she finally admits that she was wrong to support Trump. She recognized that she was duped by his empty campaign promises. Believe that I could work with Trump and administrators to support our community was a mistake, she wrote in the Washington Post op-ed. Following Trump's election as president, I saw fertile ground for change within the Republican Party. LGBTQ issues. Trump was the first Republican National Convention in July 2016 that he would stand up for the LGBTQ community, Jenner wrote. So, poll after poll showed that Americans' view of the LGBTQ issues were changing for the better, and that the grounds well extended even with the voters based on Republican Party. I was optimistic that this was how I could lever the privilege for change. Still, while she described the administration attacks on the trans community repeatedly, Jenner hasn't changed her party affirmatively. Earlier this year said that she had several minutes with the um, prominent Republicans to try to advance the case. Now, the prominent Republicans, as far as advance the case, I believe it could work within the parties and Trump administration to shift minds of those who needed shifting. Jenner wrote, these meetings were generally positive and also led to encouragement and conversation despite the criticism I received from segments of the LGBTQ community for engaging with this administrator. I remain hopeful for positive change. Sadly, I was wrong. The reality of the trans community is being relentlessly attacked by the president. The leader of the nation has shown no regards of already marginalized and struggling community. He ignored our humanity. He insulted our dignity. He has made trans people a political pawn, and the whips against us has been an attempt to energize the more right-wing segment of the party, she said. Now, this political at its worst. While Jenner was sincere in her regret and admit her naive of many activist social media users weren't satisfied with the well-known trans woman. Also, the most loathed never wrote the words "I'm sorry." The activist on howling that, admitting that she decided she was deceived, doesn't excuse her previous support. Jenner may have been a victim of duplicate tricking policy and exploited her cluelessness in her activist eyes. She's still the victim instead of the victim. But being woke means being unforgiving, apparently. Instead of joining with Jenner and welcoming her as a former supporter, most activists turn against her using language that would be best targeted as an actual problem. Donald Trump and Mike Pence But as one prominent activist, trans activist once said, hurt people, and under the Trump administration, transgender people, and the segment of the LGBTQ movement, it has been hurt the most. Still, she's rich, white, and figuratively clueless about the lives of average trans people. That doesn't make her a horrible person. It makes her a typical Republican. She says stupid things in public and offer her opinion on topics she doesn't know anything about. She's hitting parts of her life from the public views, use social media to promote herself as a positive light. That doesn't make her worthlessness. It makes her a typical American. The most important part of apology is not just admitting that you were wrong, but also doing something to make it right. Here's a diplomatic pack where you can support Trump's. Support the Congress Blue, whatever the hell that means. Now, a lot of us have assessed that the reality is that the trans community is being relentlessly attacked by the president. Okay, there's a bunch of people that left a conversation in reference to her. I appreciate Caitlyn Jenner now admitting that she was wrong about Trump. However, maybe she had listened to those who warned her decades that she was wrong and stuff. There were people, saying that they was upset about her. Basically, she has apologized. Trans people won't be erased, and a lot of things as far as Caitlyn stuff. Okay, I read enough. Okay, I'm gonna read. Now it's my turn. Give me a second. Oh, Caitlyn, I can't, Caitlyn. Caitlyn. At first, I wasn't big on you. And then I kind of didn't like you. But then I thought to myself, you're doing to her what the world's done to the rest of them. Whether you like her political, whatever stance, she's still your sister. Regardless. Everybody has a sister that's know-it-all that don't know shit. So the thing about it was that she was trying to learn about the community, and basically she brought her ways in as far as being right. Instead of her listening to people who are already walking in the shoes, talking the talk, struggling, knowing what it's like, being attacked, going through these things, she separated herself and made it their story. It had nothing to do with her. Now she's backtracking saying, well, I was wrong. Well, that's a good thing you realize you were wrong. It's a good thing. The sad part about it is, it doesn't matter what you say. People only remember who you stood behind at the worst. People only remember the things that you did at the worst. You stood behind a man that was going to be attacking people that you said you stood for, but you didn't really stand for. And the sad part about it, there's a lot more Caitlyn Jenners out here that's in the trans community. Let's be clear. There's a lot of gay people out here that's behind the trans community. Let's be clear. So let's not make her a single person. Because there are some trans people who feel as though Trump is still right. So the thing about it is, I'm not going to bash her. I'm not going to do that because, like I said before, I had to use empathy and say, well, you know what, she's still your sister. Whether she got money or not, she's still your sister. Some people say, well, she got white privilege because she got money. There are black trans people out here that have money too. And they ain't saying shit. Because you know why? They don't give a fuck. They separated themselves from the LGBTQ and the trans community as well. But they're not being attacked. You want to say why? Because they have color. Well, since you're black and I'm black, I'm going to let you get a pass. No, let's call it a thing. If somebody fucked up and they doing fucked up things, let's call things fucked up. Stop making up excuses for people who do fucked up shit. But that's just my opinion. And the sad part about it is there's some gay people out here that's going to still marry Trump as well. So it's good that she apologized. It's good to say, that she was wrong. They said she didn't apologize. She just said, to me, she's saying she was wrong. That's enough for me. Listen, I'm like, she can't do it. She's only one person. I'm not going to sit back and keep picking her apart. Because either way, along the line, those people who saw her one way before she transitioned, trust me, do not see her the same way no more. When she walks out that door, When she leaves people she thinks loves her, trust me, she's getting a laughter behind her back, just like the rest of us. She's getting them same ones walking others, rubbing our back, telling them I love you for standing your truth. And as soon as we walk out that door, we're the biggest fucking joke that ever walked the fucking land. Or it's the ones who contact people before we get there to let them get a chance to see us up close. I'm sure she's going through it. Money don't stop you from discrimination. Money doesn't stop you from hate. Money doesn't stop people from attacking you. But the sad part about it is, when she wore the MAGA hat, Make America Great Again, people were upset behind that. But she already told you what she was doing. She already told you she was fucked up. And the sad part about it is, I could say so much more, but if I say any more, I'm going to be bashing her. And I'm maybe going to do that to her, because you know what? It is what it is. But I tell you one thing about it. No matter what she does as of now on, the way she once was before, her friends, a lot of people, will never look at her the same way again. Whether y'all want to accept that or not, she is a part of our community. And whether people around her embrace her, there are a lot of people around her that just don't. Trust and believe, she's catching hell too. I don't care how much money somebody got. When people don't like you, they don't like you. Sure, she fucked up, and trust me, she's gonna fuck up again. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. But one thing about it that I realized, if she lost all that money and lost everything, would she change her mind then? Would you change your mind about her then? If she was white with no money that supported Trump? Because there's some people out here that's white, that's trans, with no money that supported Trump. There's some people out here that was white, that's gay, that supported Trump. Hell, I was talking to one inside of a gay bar who told me he supported Trump. And he was gay as hell. But anyway, like I said before, I love your feedback on this. And Caitlyn says she's sorry. I accept my apology, because you know why? I could get two flying fucks. At the end of the day, there's more than one Caitlyn Jenner walking around here, whether people want to believe it or not. And yes, they are in the LGBTQ. Deal with the issues at hand. Don't keep singling her out just for the bashing when there's too many of y'all that's in the LGBTQ that's doing the same thing she doing. Anyway, like I said before, I love your feedback on this. Subscribe to my channel at the top. There's the Instagram button. If you follow me, I'll follow back. Let you know I love you. And thank you for watching. Kiss the Ray.